gentlemen, Monday morning,
Tired.
10 o'clock,
Super tired.
come to the door, Brady's in his underwear, you know? That's what you want to start your day off with, right? It's exactly how you want to start your Monday off. As if Mondays aren't bad enough already.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
I was training to be Connor, buddy. I think
Shape up.
Yeah. I'm definitely out of it today.
How was your weekend? I brought you a coffee, so perk up.
Yeah, perk up.
How was your weekend?
It was good.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Oh. That sounds good.
That's a good weekend.
That was a good weekend.
That's not a bad weekend.
I
watched the fights.
Did you watch the UFC Sacremento?
I did.
I had, you know how much interest I had in that? This much interest. That's how much interest I had in that.
I had the interest in Faber.
Retrospectively, yeah, I feel like I kind of want to watch the Faber fight, but all 45 seconds of it.
First knockout in a long time.
Good for him.
It was amazing.
But yeah, I had a pretty good week. I don't remember what I did this week. Oh, I had a slow pitch tournament and then a ball hockey game. And we caught heavy L's in all of them, except for one slow pitch game.
That's hilarious.
It was tough. Two-sport athlete. Tokyo 2020. Watch the road ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get into the fights. What do we got?
Alright, this past weekend we had a UFC Sacremento. Jeremy versus what's her name? Aspen Ladd, who's cute.
Okay.
I don't know, I just had to say that, but
She a thickie?
she is a thickie. She can make 135 or 125.
Because that was 135, right?
I think she should even go down to 115.
She's that much of a thick?
Yeah, she's a thick.
Oh, and she's what, like 22?
Yeah. She shouldn't be fighting at 135. But anyway, we'll start off with the main card.
It was a thickie. It was a thickie. Mackenzie Dern is a thick kid. Just a thickie, but I mean, she's a good-looking girl.
Absolutely. But the fight I was happy with the most was Ryan Hall.
Did he ankle pick a guy?
No, he did unanimous decision. He actually outstruck him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's actually a good striker. This guy has good kicks.
Okay, who did he beat?
Darren Elkins.
Darren Elkins, okay, a bit of a name there.
Then we had Julian Panay versus Nico Montano.
Did Nico win?
No.
She got knocked out?
Panay lost 29-28.
Wait, so
Montana lost 29-28, so...
On all the judges' cards?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So it might be the...
Worst champ of all time?
Worst champ of all time.
0 title defenses, got stripped.
Panay's not a bad win, though. But she's 4-3 now, Montana.
Why was she ever the champ?
Because she won the Ultimate Fighter.
That was for 125, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Andre Fili saying he's the greatest featherweight of all time.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came back with a knockout. Have you heard of him before?
Yeah.
Tall, talented and shit. But yeah, he thinks he's the greatest, and we'll see.
Who do you beat?
Shaman Moraes.
Oh, okay. Next.
Wake up! I know we're struggling here. We're just like, holy shit. Anyway.
What a bad card. What a bad card.
I actually enjoyed it. It was really good.
I bet you the fights were good.
It was entertaining. Like Marvin Vittori, he took... A lot of people think he beat Israel Azadane when they fought in a split decision last year.
Okay.
And he returned after a USADA suspension.
Oh, okay, cool. So he's on the picograms when he fought Israel.
I don't think it was steroids. For some reason, I think it was marijuana.
Oh.
Which we know doesn't do shit. But he won. We had Carl Robertson looked good.
Man, this whole card on any other week would be.
But it wasn't
next.
But like the whole thing was the fights were good.
I get it.
And then we had Josh Emmett versus Masad, and I thought Masad was going to kill him.
Okay.
Brutal knockout.
What round?
First round.
Ooh, Josh killing people, eh?
Josh Emmett has he got his first performance of the night.
He didn't get one against Michael Johnson.
No.
Oh my god, that's right. I forgot about that.
But I never thought he was that good, but he's a beast. For that weight class, at least.
He's what? Featherweight? Holy shit, wake up, bud. Let's go. Get it together. Featherweight. Yeah, he's a featherweight. I mean, there's not a lot going on in that division, so.
Yeah, ever since Max Holloway lost and he hasn't won a fight since, it kind of takes away.
Right.
So
Volkanovski is a monster, though. I'd like to see him their title shot after Frankie.
Yeah, he'll be
the winner of Frankie and Holloway.
Yeah.
And then you got Zabit down there too. Jeremy Stevens is always dangerous. Obviously Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
Actually not a bad division, to be honest.
No, not at all. Edgar.
Yeah.
Pierre Rodriguez.
Korean Zombie.
It's actually a decent division. Yeah. What are we saying? Kelvin Cater.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Disregard.
Yeah, disregard. Then we had Urijah Faber getting his first knockout.
And that was at 145 as well, right?
Well, it was 135.
135. Okay.
135. His first knockout since 2006.
Jesus.
Yeah, in 45 seconds, and he beat the ranked number 15.
And Dana White stole my shine. You guys know for weeks I've been saying that you can't be the California kid at 40 years of age. And Dana White goes on and sends out one little post and says, congratulations to the California middle-aged man, Urijah Faber. I'm going to call him the California geriatric, but you know what? Close enough.
Oh my God.
Dana White's been seeing our stuff. That's what we're saying.
It's hilarious.
You viewers know who started this. Thanks.
Absolutely. Yeah, he looked amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like, there wasn't really much to watch. You kind of just, like, countered him with the right hand. That was pretty much it.
And, like, Ricky Simone is a scrappy fighter.
Yeah.
Like, he came out hard.
I'm just glad that Ricky Simone cut off his mullet, to be honest.
He didn't.
Yeah.
I know, it was
tied up?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But he's 15-2 still. Like, the guy's potential.
How old is Ricky Simone?
26 or 24? Let's check this out. Like, he has potential. Like, he's only 26.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy that he lost to a 40-year-old man.
What? But it's Faber.
I know. Faber is starting to get those crow's feet on his face. Starting to age a little bit.
He's one of the greatest.
I hope Faber gets that Henry Cejudo fight, to be honest. That'd be interesting.
I feel like he's a bad style matchup for Henry.
We've been saying that every time Henry fights. We've been saying that. We said that about Demetrius, which I still think Demetrius won.
Yeah.
And I said that about Marlon Moraes, who almost killed him in the first round.
Like, yeah, he's amazing chin. I don't know, man. I can't count out Cejudo.
Never. But I hope Faber, the California geriatric,
gets that belt
before he's in a wheelchair, you know?
He hasn't taken many shots, though, so...
That's true.
Like, when has Faber ever been flat?
He was talking about fighting TJ when he comes back. He'd be 41 and a half when TJ Dillashaw gets off of that USADA suspension for using all of the steroids. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I think TJ be like 35 when he's back.
I think that fight makes sense.
At 41 and a half, do you really want to fight the best in the world, though?
Will he be the best in the world anymore, though?
That's a good question. I don't know. How much did those drugs help him? We don't know.
I think he would have used him for that one fight, though. But we'll see.
Not according to Team Alpha Male, but yeah, we'll see.
They always talk shit.
Yeah.
It's Cody Garbrandt, of course, we're going to say shit.
True.
Jermaine Durandamy, the former featherweight champion.
Oof. Okay, I want to talk about her for a second. Why did she get a title shot before Cyborg? Was Cyborg not signed yet?
No.
She was still in Invicta?
Yes.
So they just were like, okay, we know Cyborg's coming when her contract's over in Invicta, so we'll have a champion ready for Cyborg to feast on.
The reality was that Durandamy wasn't known. Holly Holm was supposed to win that fight,
right.
And then Holm versus Cyborg would have been a good fight. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. But that didn't happen.
Jermaine Durandamy put her tail between her legs.
I feel like Durandamy lost that fight, and everyone thinks that Holm won that fight.
For sure, but regardless, she literally said, "Oh, here's my 12-pound gold belt, Dana. You can have that back. I got one in my trophy case now, and then I'm going to go down a weight class and never come back and never speak to me about the Boogie Woman again. I don't want to hear those problems.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about those problems."
Yeah. Durandamy versus Aspen Ladd.
I thought Aspen Ladd was going to get it done.
It was really controversial.
Yeah, I heard there was some weird stuff happened. What happened?
She dropped her.
She dropped Aspen Ladd?
Yeah.
Okay.
In about really quick.
In the first round?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like 15 seconds.
Okay.
It was probably like 16 seconds. She hit her with her right hand, and then she went down, but she was never out. Never out. And she went and rolled back to like pull guard.
Aspen Ladd?
Yeah. And because she's a ground game person, and Herb Dean pulled her off. It was really bad.
Herb Dean is 0 for 2, man.
Yeah.
He fucked up the Ben Askren thing. Now he's doing this. Jesus. Okay. So what do you think? Automatic rematch, or does Durandamy get a title shot?
I would like to see Aspen Ladd go down. Girl's potential, but like I always
she was like what 8-0 going into this.
I feel like she lost that fight. Like it's sad when you see an undefeated fighter lose the record because
of some bullshit.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's tough.
Durandamy probably is gonna fight Nunes.
What's Durandamy's record?
She is 9-3.
Okay.
But she's 37-0 in kickboxing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. There's always been controversy. Like, there's always things happen. I think run it back, man. Run it back. You kind of have to. It's 16 seconds into the fight.
Yeah.
And she wasn't
out. Not a main event.
Not a main. No, definitely not a main. I think Fabers should have been the main event.
He didn't want to do 5 rounds. He was supposed to.
That makes sense. He came out to California Love, and I heard the crowd went off.
Oh yeah.
That's so sick, man. That's a perfect song.
Did you see my snap?
No.
It was Fabers out of retirement, buddy.
That's crazy. 2019, Urijah.
When I first met you, he was your favorite fighter.
I loved Urijah Faber. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's because he used to choke
Faber.
everybody out in the WEC.
And he's a nice dude.
Still like Faber, but yeah. Yeah, so that pretty much sums up the UFC card.
Had some boxing this week, not the best.
Couple boxing matches, yeah. Shakur Stevens, like we said over the last weekend, he main evented his first card in Newark, New Jersey, his hometown, which was cool to see, and he got it done by a 3rd round knockout.
Not fighting cans too much, so
he called out. Didn't really call anyone out, but he wants a title shot next.
Yeah.
So I think he's like 11 or 12-0. What do you think? Is it time or is it too soon? What do you think?
I think give it to him. Why not?
I think give it to him too. Featherweight's not like a
his name kind of sells too, Shakur
Stevenson, and he's a silver medalist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Olympics. It's time. Give him the shine.
Absolutely.
Brian
Jennings lost to Joe Joyce.
Which, like, that's the first time Joe Joyce has had to go all rounds. Brian Jennings, I heard, did enough to, like, survive and win some rounds, but wasn't, like, looking to win.
I used to think this guy had so much potential.
He did have potential. He just, like, he's too passive.
Yeah.
He's not a killer, but Joe Joyce has no hand speed, and his footwork is terrible. And once he gets to the upper echelon, like, you should be knocking out knocking out Brian Jennings if you're going to be an elite heavyweight. Brian Jennings' last fight to Oscar Rivas, who's now fighting Dillian Whyte this weekend, actually. Brian Jennings looked great, was winning the fight, and they got knocked out in the 12th round. So what does that say? What would Oscar Rivas do, who's like a fringe contender to Joe Joyce? Joe Joyce has got to work on his basics, get the fundamentals down.
Does he hit super hard? Yes.
I call him Juggernaut, yeah. So he's 10-0, 9 knockouts. 33 years old, though. He's old in the game.
I say give him the loser of Deontay Wilder or Ortiz.
See, I say give him the loser of Dillian Whyte, Oscar Rivas.
Either one would work.
Yeah,
I would like to see him fight Ortiz.
Sure. I would love to see him fight Ortiz, too, because he get flattened. He doesn't want those Cuban... That's a Cuban Missile Crisis, right?
I truly believe that you're going to see a huge new division. With Fury's going to be number 1 this year because Wilder's going to lose this year.
Lose to who?
Ortiz.
You think Ortiz beats him this time?
Absolutely. He was winning the fight.
Interesting. That'd be a crazy upset. Also, this weekend we had...
Is it an upset to real boxing fans, though?
It's a close fight. It's a good fight, yeah.
It's not like Ruiz versus...
No, definitely not. More competitive than that. So this, also on the same card as the Brian Jennings, Joe Joyce fight, in the main event we had Daniel Dubois fighting Nathan Gorman, 2 up-and-coming heavyweights for the British heavyweight title. Gorman
slurping too much, buddy.
Gorman looked good early, but then Dubois just started getting his range down and finished him off with the right hand in the 4th round. Dubois looks like a decent prospect. I think actually both of them are going to be like... That's his first loss for Gorman. Both of them are going to do good things in the sport. We're definitely going to follow them more often, and we'll be talking about their career going forward.
Absolutely. Is that it for boxing?
I think that's pretty much it for this past weekend.
You want to talk about boxing this weekend?
Ooh.
The man doesn't even get to watch it.
Oh, I can't.
I already am going to order it.
Don't kill me.
I'm going to order a pay-per-view.
Oh, a Fox pay-per-view, eh? What do you think? What do you got? Tell the people who's fighting.
My head says... My heart's... I don't know. I never used to like Thurman, and now he's kind of grown on me.
Keith Thurman is fighting Manny Pacquiao.
But I see Keith Thurman getting it done.
Do you?
Yeah.
How? Explain it to me. How the fight's going to go?
I think he's just way too big, and his pressure's going to really. It's kind of going to be like Spence versus Mikey Garcia.
Ooh.
Play out the exact same way.
See, I think Pacquiao's hand speed's going to be too much for Thurman. And he's going to outpoint him, and he'll win a close unanimous decision.
That'd be crazy.
I think Pacquiao gets done. I think win or lose, Pacquiao should retire. But lose definitely has to retire. But if he wins, there's no better way for him to go out than beating Keith Thurman. Undefeated 30-year-old champion.
If he beats Thurman, the problem with... He needs to retire for the best thing of boxing in a way.
Why?
Because he's automatically a problem for all these up-and-coming contenders. Now he's a problem for Thurman if he beats... Crawford. Now he's a problem for Spence.
I don't think he wants to fight either one of those guys. That'd be... Oof.
But still.
Yeah, for sure.
It's fucking Pacquiao. So how can you say that?
That's fair.
If he beats Thurman...
That's fair. I think if he beats Thurman...
You kind of find out... You know what? This is the best thing about Manny Pacquiao is... Why am I talking so loud?
Are you excited?
I'm getting excited. If a fighter wants to... It kind of reminds me of... no disrespect, but... It kind of reminds me of, like, Tim Bradley's fights. Because you kind of find out how good you are to great level to elite level when you're fighting Manny Pacquiao.
For sure.
No matter the age, like, how many times have you seen this guy win fights that you're like, okay...
What's he, like, 58-8 or something? Like, the man has been fighting...
he's like 62-5.
It's ridiculous. His resume is insane. I was looking at his resume the other day and I was like, well, this man is a legend.
But look at his fights, how many he's supposed to lose, and he...
Yeah, for sure. Pacquiao is going to be very, like, just dominant the first 2 or 3 rounds, I think, because his hand speed is going to be a problem for Thurman.
He is.
And then he's going to...
He has so much careers going on, so there's boxing career, because he's a basketball guy, too.
He's also a senator, a seated senator in the Philippines.
It's insane. He is 61-7.
61-7. That's some throwback shit. You don't hear dudes with almost 70 fights in this era.
No.
He's going to finish his career with 70 fights, man. What is that? Floyd had 50.
That's insane.
70 fights.
No offense, if Floyd went to... His record would probably be the same
if what?
He went to 70 fights now.
That's true, yeah. Fair enough. Pacquiao, man. I can't bet against him. I think Pacquiao started off as the betting favorite, and I think now he's a little bit slight underdog.
I'm going to put some money. Should I put some money up there?
If he's a dog, I would definitely think about putting some money on him. I could be wrong. It might be the other way around. He might start off as the dog, and now he might be the favorite. I'm not sure.
Do you remember when Tim Bradley fought Juan Marquez and sitting at McDonald's?
Yeah.
And you're like, put some money on this guy. And I'm like, okay, I put $50 on him. He was underdog. He's like, I don't know how he's underdog. And I won like...
Tim Bradley won easy. It wasn't...
I won like $150.
Told you, man. When it comes to boxing, I know it pretty well. Undercard, Caleb Plant is defending his super middleweight title against some guy... Something Lee. It's getting knocked out. No one cares. Fox, be better with the undercards, please. Especially if you're going to make it a $60 or $70 pay-per-view.
Or you could just... No, I'm not going to say that.
Or just sell us the one fight for $29.99. I'm good with that. Just sell us the one fight.
That's how boxing is now.
Just sell us the one fight. England. We have Dillian Whyte taking on Oscar Rivas.
That's this week?
That's this weekend, too.
Oh, wow.
Big heavyweight fight. 2 undefeated guys. Dillian Whyte, if you don't know, we've been talking about him since the beginning of the show.
Underrated.
Number 3 or 4 heavyweight in the world right now, for sure. Probably right behind
Joshua.
Fury, Wilder, Joshua, and him and Andy Ruiz would be right in around the same.
Joshua's still ahead of Ruiz?
In my opinion, I put him still ahead of Ruiz, but you can't. You can't. Just my personal bias still puts him there because I think Joshua's going to get it done in the rematch. But we'll see. Right now, Ruiz, I guess, got to give him the respect. He's got to be number 3 in the world right now. So, yeah, I guess, okay, let me put my top 5 heavyweights out there without no bias, just who I think are the best. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte, number 5, and I put number 6, Luis Ortiz. Even though I think Dillian Whyte and Luis Ortiz would both destroy Andy Ruiz, I think you have to put Andy Ruiz ahead of him because he beat Joshua by a devastating knockout and has 3 of the belts.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
That's crazy. He could be number one, really.
He could be number one, but Wilder and Fury both undefeated, so it's hard to say.
That's true.
He's
almost undefeated, though.
Yeah, a controversial loss to Joseph Parker.
So
Dillian Whyte, Oscar Rivas is going to be a good fight.
Absolutely.
Who you got? I think Oscar Rivas is going to make it very difficult for 3 to 4 rounds, and then Dillian Whyte will touch him with a left hook and with the 5th.
Yeah.
Flatten him in the 5th.
Dylan Whyte should win. Is this ESPN?
No, this is Sky. So it might be on DAZN because Matcher is doing it, but it's definitely going to be on Sky Sports. So I don't know, you might have to find it like online or something. Okay. Undercard, David Allen taking on David Price. Highly tout David Allen, another really good up-and-coming British heavyweight. I think he'll get it done against David Price, but David Price is huge. He's like 6'8". And David Allen's like my height, so it's interesting.
It's some Stephen Stewart shit.
It's fun. I think David Allen gets it done by left hook to the body, knockout, 4th round.
Okay.
So we got a lot of boxing this weekend.
I don't think there is Bellator this week.
No.
Any
fight announcements?
There was really. I think there was no
boxing fights announced.
It's been kind of...
Oh, Amir Khan won this weekend.
Did he win?
He won, bro. I think he won by unanimous decision.
So now he's a contender again?
No, he's definitely not a contender. He fought a guy that was like 2 weight classes below him. They just came up for the fight. On the undercard, you had Huey Fury, the cousin of Tyson Fury, fought 38-year-old Samuel Peters. Remember Samuel Peters?
Yeah.
Fought like James Toney and the Klitschko brothers and shit. What are you still doing in the sport? I didn't even know you still fought. This guy fought James Toney in like 2003.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
That's hilarious.
What are we doing?
But this is getting big.
What?
Your boyfriend comes back this weekend. The return of Greg Hardy.
Oh shit, there's a UFC card this weekend?
Yes, we got, alright, let's start off with the card. It's Dos Santos versus Leon Edwards.
Alright, what do we got?
We are going to start off with, we got some undercard, actually prelims that aren't bad. Like we got Sam Alvey, Ray Borg's back.
Ray Borg, okay.
Raquel Pennington, Alex Cesars, but we'll go to the main card. Andre Arlovsky versus Ben Rothwell.
Rothwell first round knockout.
I love Rothwell, man.
I like both of them, but it's just...
I just want to see that speech.
Is Arlovsky 40 yet?
He's 2 in his last...
Oh, is he 40 years old yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
He's 2 in his last 10.
Oh, fuck. If he loses this, they gotta send him with a severance package.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, get him out.
Alexander Mendez versus Francisco Trinaldo.
The one that's Alexander the Great that lost to Cerrone,
yeah.
Right? Versus Trinaldo. I think Alexander Hernandez bounces back.
Oh, for sure. Knocks him out. First round, probably.
Yeah.
Your buddy, the weight bully.
Oh, is it that?
This is going to be a scrap, though.
Luis Pena, whatever his name is?
No, this is going to be James Vick versus Dan Hooker.
Oh, that weight bully.
Dan Hooker is a heavy-handed beast. Dan Hooker's going to put him to sleep.
I think James Vick is not going to lose 3 in a row. I got James Vick split decision.
And then he's not the co-main event, but he's up there, and he's fighting Juan Adams. Who? Greg Hardy.
It's a solid card.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Greg Hardy will knock him out in the first round.
Stupid. I want to see Greg Hardy versus Francis Ngannou.
No. You want to see murder?
Would you love that?
Oh, I would love that. Yeah, but the man would die. Francis would just... I think he'd uppercut him and then just do the Dan Henderson to the...
You think Greg Hardy would be scared? He wouldn't even be scared. He'd be so cocky.
Oh, you think he'd win? He's the Emperor of War, bro. What do you mean? Come on now.
But what if he had to fight Francis? That'd be amazing. Like they should do that. They should be like, you want a title shot? You're a big name. You're fighting Francis.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing this for Rachel Ostovich.
Oh
man. Actually, Rachel Ostovich I think fights this week too.
No. She's cutting weight for a fight right now. She's I watch her Instagram live.
He's all on that. He is all on that. But we have Alexei Olenek.
Any 4 or 5 fighter, I'm gonna have to back. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Walt versus Walt Harris, and this is kind of like.
Oh, okay, Olenek versus Walter. That's an interesting fight. I think Olenek will choke him out.
Olenek, yeah, first round.
Ezekiel choke.
And this is kind of an interesting main event, but RDA versus Leon Edwards.
That's interesting. I always count out RDA.
I feel like this is a bad sell matchup, and Leon Edwards is just going to kill him.
I don't know, man. Kevin Lee is just as good a wrestler as Leon Edwards is.
He looked horrible.
I'm taking RDA. Unanimous decision.
I'm taking Leon Edwards unanimous.
That's one. We should put a little wager on that one.
So you lot.
Yes, we do. Don't forget it. We have all the viewers knowing now.
All right.
That's a solid card.
It's decent.
It's a lot better than the Sacremento card.
It's like not big names, but they're
good fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also get Sam Alvey on there, like smiling Sam Alvey.
Oh boy.
I don't think there was any fight announcements this week. I could double check.
I wanted to make an announcement that Pernell Whitaker passed away on it was Saturday or Sunday night. I think it was Sunday night late. Got hit by a vehicle. News broke this morning. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, lightweights of all time, and one of the greatest boxers, period, of all time. Just wanted to say condolences to you and your family, man. And sorry to hear that news. So we have to break that this morning. It's terrible, man. Sweet Pea. I remember my dad used to show me his stuff growing up. I used to watch Pernell's highlights and fights all the time. So it's sad, man. It's tough.
Jordo, put a little in memory of Pernell at the beginning video if you can.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
We got there was not much fight announcements this week. I was trying to look them up, but we don't have too much.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's any.
Things will start popping.
They all come out at once. It's because they just did the fight.
Press conference.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it then, man. You have anything else to add? Check out Brady's recent video.
That's what I was sort of talking about.
Yeah, talk about that.
It was decent.
I liked it. I actually liked it a lot.
I thought I did good.
It was really good. Yeah, it's filmed well. You had good points. You brought up the things I wasn't even thinking about. Yeah, that was good.
I just looked at a resume and I'm like, I want to make a video because, like, man, I'm not even the biggest Amanda Nunes fan.
Right.
But, like,
you gotta give the respect.
7-time champion.
You gotta give the respect where it's due, man.
2-division champ.
And the names on the resume. She beat 7 champs, man.
And current champs.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And,
like, what?
And multiple organizations.
Well, she might have the best resume in MMA. Like, it's that bad. Like, how many people have beaten that many former champs?
For sure. I agree.
It's scary, man. But she's fighting Germaine next.
Hopefully not.
She's defending her featherweight, she said.
Okay. But Germaine's fought at 145. She can fight her.
She knocked her out in the first round, too.
Right.
Like, it's small things like that. It's like, holy shit, she beat her. And, but like... Sorry, I have a party going on right now. They just brought in the keg.
Anyways, what else you got?
Marshall's dressed for. He thinks he's going to the beach, but the party's here. Strippers are about to show up. So we gotta go clean this thing up. Yeah.
We're gonna wrap things up.
We're wrapping things up.
Practice safe sex.
In memory of Pernell.
Hold up.